y'all parents or teachers at all?
We're parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents.
Okay. Do you have any grandchildren that are in school right now?
Not quite.
Okay. What are you,
Next year.
what are you concerned about with Common Core?
Well, I'm concerned about the way they're handling the curriculums. That is the major problem. The fact that some of the way they want to teach these children is important, especially English, math. They're not really teaching anymore. They're teaching the way they want them to think. That is what they do. I work with children,
Okay.
so I see the kids that struggle with schoolwork and teachers that have a hard time keeping up with everything.
Why are you here today?
Well, I have a daughter who's in school right
Okay.
now. She's in second grade.
Where at?
DeSoto Central Primary in DeSoto County.
Okay.
And the biggest thing is I noticed as a parent is that the standards for Common Core are totally developmentally inappropriate at this point. And I really feel we need to have a voice, be heard, and hopefully we can get the Common Core standards repealed.
Is there any, specific things about Common Core that you...
Well, it's not state-led. It was forced onto the states by the federal government.
Okay.
That in and of itself is, I think, unconstitutional, and they're really not appropriate for kids.
Would you be willing to take your kid out and homeschool them?
Absolutely, if I had to.
Thank you. What problems do you have with Common Core?
Well, actually, my daughter was failing.
Okay.
She was in algebra, and you have to be able to pass the state test, the Algebra 1 state test, to
Right.
be able to graduate. So she had been failing, and I had numerous meetings with the vice principal and the teacher and the counselor, and they finally let me homeschool her just in that one subject. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm fighting for my grandchildren and my other daughter who's in high school also, and I don't think she's going to do well because they don't really teach. They let the kids sit in groups and teach themselves, and there's so many that are failing.
So you actually teach your child math at home?
Yes, she's doing an online course actually, and she'll get the credit through that course, through that school.
What school is this at?
North Star Academy, North Star in Olive Branch, Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. What problems do you have with Common Core right now?
The children don't understand math. I have a 6-year-old and he has not a clue what he's doing. I did his homework and I turned it in for him and I got an F. So I can't do it. I can't expect my 6-year-old to do it.
Like math for a 6-year-old, you said it's that hard?
Yeah.
This is what we have to deal with every night. I have 3 kids of my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what problems do you have with Common Core?
The reading and the math is really hard especially for my 3rd grader.
They come home crying. They don't want to do their homework. I've had a 1st grader that asked me the first week of school if she could drop out. The teachers can't explain it. The teachers don't know enough of the math.
Okay.
The parents can't explain it because it doesn't make any sense.
What school do your kids go to?
Martin Bluff Elementary. We're from Jackson County.
What would you like to see changed with the school standards?
I would like to see originally go back to the standards we had and then improve upon them.
Okay.
Because Mississippi, they keep saying Mississippi was at the bottom, but if you look at the reports when they compared Mississippi to Common Core, we only ranked a C. That's not the bottom. They can be improved upon, but what's in the schools right now, it's never going to work.
Would you be okay with the state spending millions of dollars to go to another system? I mean, it's been like 5 years implementing these standards.
And they're going to keep spending millions, and it's going to keep failing. Even Bill Gates said himself, we're not going to know the results from Common Core for a decade. My child's not a guinea pig for 10 years.
Guys, can I ask what brought y'all to the rally today?
For our children's future, our grandchildren's future.
Okay. Where do they go to school at?
I have 2 in Grenada Public School. I have 2 that homeschool here in Brandon, and 1 that homeschools in Grenada because of Common Core.
Oh, so they've actually been taken out of school because of Common
Yes.
Core. Oh, but what reason?
Well, my one grandchild, from the time that he started Common Core, it has not done anything for him as far as teaching him. His mother is having to go back and reteach everything because they just let him kind of fall through the cracks. But that's not even the most important thing. I believe that they're teaching our children, they don't want to teach our children biblical values, which we're Christians. They want to teach them another religion. There's so many things. They're dumbing our children down.
Well, I don't think no matter what the education standards will be, you can't teach religion in a public school.
Oh, but they do. They do.
They teach ungodly things in there, but not Christian values, which we prefer. But I don't like the taking away the states that we pay taxes for schools, and they're taking away the teachers' rights, the parents' rights. The government and the Washington people's trying to take over Mississippi when we should be able to.
Okay. What kind of ungodly things are they teaching your kids?
Well, in the literature they're having is pornography things that they've put in, and they're taking all the classics, a lot of the classics, not all of them. They're taking what the value, the books that have value, taking them out and then putting them in there, and they're trying to force to accept gays. That that's against that our country was founded on Christian values, and we should stick to what we were founded on.
Where do you teach at?
I teach in Greene County.
Okay. Are you at public school?
Yes, I'm a public school teacher.
What problem?
I teach 7th and 8th grade math.
What problem do you have with Common Core? Because I've heard that a lot of changes have happened to the math side.
Yes. It's more or less a fuzzy math. It's just a longer way of doing things. To me, it's more confusing. I mean, there's no simple way to do math than just the basic concept of math. I mean, as a teacher, I don't like to be dictated. I don't like to be told how to teach, what to teach, because I think every state needs to develop their own ways of doing things. I don't believe in one world religion. I don't believe in one world education.
Do you, has your district been tested on Common Core yet?
No, we start that in March. We give a formative assessment in March, and then we'll give the other one in May.
Do you not think it should, I guess, be written out just to see how it goes for the first time testing around?
Well, you can always do something, just to try it out, whatever you need to do. But again, I still think that every state needs to develop its own